Welcome to High Vibrational Mastery, where we are raising the vibration of the planet one soul at a time. My name is Meagan Michael. I am a seer, a seeker, a visionary, and a medium. Every Sunday, I present to you spiritual thought leaders from around our world and beyond. Today, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to be bringing to you once again the incredible psychic medium from Ireland, Susan Morris. Susan Morris is a world-class medium. She's going to give us to catch you up. If you haven't seen the original broadcast, I strongly recommend that. I'll even do a watch party in our group to make sure that you see it. But Susan is one of the most incredible mediums I've ever met and had the pleasure of working with. And she's going to be doing mediumship for you live today. So get ready, because your loved ones may come in. And please join me in welcoming Susan Morris.
Hey, thank you, Meagan. You're too kind. Too kind. I'm glad to be here. It's been a while, but I'm not a stranger to working with you, so I'm actually really happy to be here, and hopefully we'll have plenty of spirit that comes in and some fun. Lovely, I can see comments.
Yay. Awesome. And by the way, we're actually streaming on YouTube as well. It's brand new. Cool. Yeah, brand new simulcasting as of just like my last broadcast on Thursday was the first one. So this is only our second, and I'm so excited. So we're on Facebook and we're on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, happy days. Okay, because I was wondering why I can see them. So I know you'll see. I can't. I'm sure it'll pop up on Facebook now in a minute for me, and I'll be able to kind of keep track on things. We'll just go with the flow, but once there's enough people viewing, then we can get going.
So we have my awesome assistant Danielle Riverin, who is in the comments, or she will be in the comments momentarily. And if you guys have any questions and we don't see it or whatever, you can just direct them to Danielle, and there you go. So Susan, would you like to? I know again we had the full interview last year, and I'll definitely have that. That's available for people to watch. But I would love for you, in case people are not familiar with you yet, to talk about yourself. Also, Beyond the Veil, the amazing group that I met you in, and whatever you want to talk about. And do you want to share the live stream, or do you want me to share it? Or
I mean, I'm going to share it if you want. I can't seem to find it. So instead of fidgeting, I need to focus.
I'm definitely going to share it. I'm also going to send it to you. Directly, so if you want to share it, you'll know where it is. Yeah, I messaged it to you. Yeah, because I figure in case you want to share to Beyond the Veil, I'm sure there's a lot of people that would just love to watch you do mediumship, and
So, I suppose I'm a psychic medium, so I do psychic work and mediumship. So psychic work is about, I suppose, what's going on in your life and guidance, and it's quite broad in information that what we can do or help with. With mediumship, it's passing message from loved ones who passed over. So I'm sure majority of people that are tuning in are aware of what that is. So I suppose it's my daily work. It's something that I do all the time and I love. So really, like Meagan said, if you catch up on the other video, the first one we did, it kind of gives you the background to everything so that we can do it. But like I said, I can only give what I get. You know, there's never a guarantee on anything, and you have to learn to be really comfortable with that and do something like this and accept that is what it is. So if anybody does accept any messages that come through, if you could please just let me know in the comments, or Meagan will see it, because it's great to get confirmation. It doesn't have to be a big long story, but it's that you understand. And also to remember that the interpretation, some things I have to interpret. So give a little bit of lenience, a little bit of squeeze. Because I'll be interpreting, or I may receive symbols that I interpret. Sometimes it is what it is, you know, an apple is an apple. So we will go, I'm sure, soon enough, because there seems to be, I don't know, this is probably Facebook Live. So we have Danielle, Becky, Danielle, again, Kim. Oh, forgive me.
I'm sharing it out while you're talking, but so I'm glad that you can see the comments. That's excellent.
Yeah. And forgive me for the way I pronounce the name. Sometimes it can be quite I'm not very good with names sometimes, so what I'll do is
we all do our best. That's all. That's all we can do.
I'm dreadful, but they get used to me. Normally I give people nicknames, which is dreadful. Hiya Julie, I just seen that. How are you? Now, I'm trying to share.
So the way now, are we going to? This is how it went last time. Hang on one second. Let me just share it to the Mediumship group too. Awesome. And feel free to. No, I spelled medium wrong. Would be helpful if I got that right. There we go. So this is how it was last time, and if it may happen differently today, but it's my understanding that that spirit will come to you, and then you will give out the evidence, because you're an amazing evidential medium. I know you've been to Arthur Finley College, and I mean, Susan's the real deal, guys. I mean, not that other people aren't, but I'm just saying she's really amazing. Last time you gave such detailed information about a fruit stand and the woman's, and it turned out like there were two women at the end. Both of them could take almost all the details, but it definitely turned out to be somebody's husband because he had the fruit stand on the side of the. I mean, it was quite amazing.
It's interesting. Can't guarantee that all the time, but we all work so differently, and I suppose I will say about Arthur Finley, I kind of have zoned into parts of their guidance, and you know, it's not a definite. You don't have to do that, but I do like try to get in as much guidance as possible, evidence, as possible, so that people know that their loved ones are with them. Sometimes, you know, immediately they want to say, I love you, I miss you, you know, but what I try ask them to do is tell me about you, something that they will know. So I'm hoping that we get that. And it should be clear enough that you recognize it, because I do have somebody before we came on, and I do have a little chat and say, just wait until I'm there, because I find it difficult to take messages beforehand. And so I like to kind of be in the mix. It's kind of a bit sensitive, so I'm hoping that the person is going to be here, because I can feel them coming a little closer to me again. And I do feel this is quite sensitive, but I feel like it's needed. So we'll be mindful as well in the information. So if it does relate to you, oh God, I think we're definitely getting a move on, Meagan, because I can feel two coming in. So ignore my rocking moments and it's just how I walk when I say, okay, so which way are we going to go now? Yeah, I can see we have a few here. And if you can't take it, that's fine as well, because maybe the person that watches it and comes on, they'll relate to it, and they want them to watch the video at the time. So that's normally the way it will go. Okay. So we have a bit of a battle here, so I think we might go with this lady first. Okay. So I do have a lady that's after stepping in with me, and I do know she's kind of, that's not where I was going 2 seconds ago, and I do know that she's jumping in. As she comes in, as I feel, see, hear, and sense them. So I'll explain that as we're going along. So as she comes in, I feel quite frail and shaky as she steps in a little bit. So I know that, and she's giving me palpitations in the chest, and I know she suffers with breathing difficulties as well as she's coming into me. Very, very gentle lady, very, very gentle spirit, very accepting of her passing. And I know it's difficult when we lose loved ones, but I feel that they want to say they're okay. I do know I get enough taste of heavy medication, so whether this person was self-prescribing or on really heavy medication before they pass, because I know it affected their behavior and speech to a certain degree. Okay, so very,
right,
very
it's a woman. You're saying it's a woman, and she was on heavy medication before she passed. She was very shaky. Okay.
Very frail. So getting pains in the chest. So the passing can be connected to the breathing and the pains in the chest as well. Okay. So I know that she was suffering for a long time with this. This wasn't just a sudden passing. But I do know I don't know why she's on that heavy medication a good while. She needs to bring it up for some reason or whichever. And I do know she keeps on showing me blue dress. I don't know why the blue dress is connected to her. Somebody's wearing the blue dress, or they have the blue dress. But she keeps on bringing that up with me in particular. She's also bringing up, because I feel she keeps on touching my shoulder. So I feel she complained of her shoulder first for a long time. So she may have had these issues for a long time. And she is talking about 2 children in particular around someone. And she's telling me that she's dancing with the children. So I know that this woman loves to dance, and she's seen the sunny side of things is the best way I would like to talk about her personality. She always tried to see the best in everything. The sun, because she just shows me sunsets and sunset. So that's something for her in particular as well. Okay, so Jennifer is saying it sounds like my Auntie Peg. Okay, I do know that this woman had. I see a question there. How old do I feel she is? I do feel as she comes in. I do feel I've lived a good life. I feel that many have lived longer than me, but I do feel I've lived a good life. She crammed a lot into that life. Okay, that's the best way of what I'm getting off her. Okay, very much outdoors. She keeps on bringing me to the park, and I'm sitting on a bench, and just something about that sunset. I don't know whether somebody has seen it or they sat there. Okay, because it's morning time. Okay, so that's really, really important to her. But the dancing, and she keeps on saying that she'll be dancing at a wedding, but I know she has passed when this wedding took place or is about to take place. So I know she is past at that, and she is excited, really excited for this wedding, and said about time. So I know that this wedding had been coming, waiting for a while to come, because she seems to be excited about that. Yeah, a bit of resistance or a bit of something happened coming up to the time of this wedding. So, but it's getting there. It's got there. Okay. So if you can take the information about the wedding and how she passed, the park is very significant with the sunset, and I can see almost mist. So it's beautiful. Sunset or sunrise, that's the best way. I know I'm sitting there.
So this is how I'm just trying to keep up with you. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I know you get the information so fast. My human brain is trying. Oh, no, you're fantastic. Oh my God. So let's recap a little bit. And I even asked Danielle, my awesome assistant, who we really appreciate, to just like maybe even type in a few of the details that you're saying. So this way, in case somebody misses it in the live chat, then they can see it written down. But I know you were talking about, so you said, what, can you just recap for me for a moment to say again, like how old you feel she was, and what was it about the sunset and the mist that was significant? She passed there?
Like, I do feel, for me, it feels like she's into her 60s, you know what I mean, or 70s, but I feel she didn't like too much to mention about her age. That's one thing I know about her. But I feel that she crammed a lot into that. So she felt like she lived a very long life, you know what I mean, even though, majority have lived longer than her. And the blue dress, even though she may not be wearing the blue dress, it's honesty as well. It's the colour of honesty, it could be imperfection there on her. As I said, the park and the sunset or the sunrise, very important to her. Because I know somebody was sitting there and thinking of her, because this is somewhere she wants. The wedding is extremely important to her, because I know she will dance at that wedding, and it's coming, or the time for the wedding. So she's excited, and I do know she was not at this wedding. I feel, that she was with them at the wedding is the best way I can say. So this is
saying my mom is about to get married, which could be her mom. She's been waiting to marry for years.
Okay. So I would understand the time is now. So there's hesitance before that marriage as well, though. It's like, will we, won't we? And I feel like it was put off more than once, is what I'm being shown. Okay. So I know there's a lot. I'll have to learn to speak slowly. Oh, bless. I can see some of that. So she died at 88. Got asthma, her life, and medication. I have got pains in my legs as well. I will definitely get that. I didn't mention it, but when you're saying it, it's hitting me as well. Okay. But I need just to take the wedding, the sunset, sunrise. There's like a mist or a fog. And I need to know that the wedding was put off, or else you had changed your mind, or the person in the family had changed their mind a couple of times, whether it be financial or whatever, it doesn't matter. And now it's time, and she will dance at that wedding. Also, with her passing, the breathing issues, on really heavy medication for a long time, shoulder pain, chest, would have gave her an awful lot of trouble, and part of the passing as well. So would that be heart? Okay. So
Laura is saying, I love your trust and literally passing the information, very genuine of you, and not easy to have a very specific validation, but to keep trusting and passing on the information. Yeah, Susan's incredible. There's a lot of mediums that won't do mediumship live. And Susan is just Yeah, as you see, oh my God.
It is very particular, you know, and I'm just saying she was very expensive, but looked after every child in the village here in Ireland. A little thatched cottage, worked the land when she was young, loved the bingo and the dancing whenever she could get out. Okay, I can't, if I read the comments too much, I'm probably going to lose connection.
Okay, yeah.
So,
I'll read the comments. Yeah.
Because there is a lot, so I'm going to try pin it down to something for you, because I've seen somebody there saying the sunset. Sunset's huge for me, and for others it may be lesser, but this is huge for her. I know when this person looks at the sunset or the sunrise, I know that she is there in that moment in time with them, and I know they feel her, and it's almost like a lump in my throat. She's expressing the emotions as she's sitting with this person. When we go back, there was a gentleman there who said something about the sunset. I'm not sure, just to make sure.
Carly Jane is saying that it's yes, it's been put up, talking about the wedding. It's been put off for years. She died of breathing problems, 67, and led a good life. Does that resonate?
And the sunset or sunrise could be.
Can you take the sunset or sunrise, Carly?
Sunrise. Okay. I'm going to work with you, Danielle, just for a moment. She was a long time in having medications. Everybody else, if they can please take this information, because sometimes spirit works together, and there'll be little drippets of information that is also meant for you to hear. Okay.
Susan, I'm sorry to interrupt, but what Danielle is doing is copying the key information that you're giving them. Okay. This way they can see it written down.
Okay. So, right. So I need to go back to.
And Becky Beckner is asking, was she a heavier woman?
I'm sorry. I'm smiling at a comment I see in there. She's not. Well, to me, she's not coming in like a heavier woman, because she's coming in the best of her life. You know what I mean? She's feeling. She may give me the feeling of her age and what she was. But I mean, she reverts straight back to how she loved herself. So I see. The main thing with her is she's showing me her legs and walking. She's happy to be able to walk well. Okay, so this is freedom for her. So she's happy to have that. So obviously use of her legs and the pain in her legs would have been a huge issue. Okay, but she's not showing me, I'm not going to lie and say she is, because she's not showing me as heavy or whatever. She was happy within herself. She doesn't see herself really as anything but a spirit of what she is now, as beautiful and as floaty as she is. She likes the feeling of being light. And so it's about to get married. Okay. So Sunset sounds like her, does she? So Jordan, okay?
Okay. Go back to Jordan. Jordan Riley, Sunset. He's saying, Sunset sounds like her. She'd tell you about a specific flower she liked.
Oh, we all love flowers. She's not showing me specific flowers. If anybody knows me, it's lavender for me. And I will tell you something. I was out the back and I just moved 2 lavender plants before I did this. I took them out and I replanted them somewhere else. So a lily, I moved to a different. And with that, lily is a sign of peace. So if it's lily, no, she made me put them in a better pot. The lily is a flower of peace. So I do feel there was more than one flower in any way, Jordan, that she would have loved. I know I have a specific one, but I feel that. So if you can take that, let me know. Jordan, I would like to know, do you understand the sitting at the bench and sitting at a bench and thinking of her?
Are you receiving like a country where she may have been from?
No, I don't. And I'd like to ask Jordan, does he also get severe headaches at times as well?
Okay,
so daffodils, lovely.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm feeling Jordan, and I know a lot of people are getting, and I know it's not very specific to Jordan, but I feel I'm with Jordan. Okay. And even the daffodils, I can see that with her personality. Okay. So in the lake on a certain day, she was 98. She did not feel 98. That's for sure, Jordan. You know what I mean? Absolutely not. She was definitely very vibrant majority of her lifetime is what I would like to say. Okay. So if you can take that, okay, let me see. Okay. Right, we're between two. Jennifer, stay with me as well, okay? Because we're between Jordan and Jennifer, okay?
Okay.
So, this is very, very specific for that. So let me go in a little bit deeper. Okay, she keeps on showing me in particular now, this should separate the two of you. The blue dress as well, whether you're wearing it or something got to do with blue with that in particular person, okay? Jennifer, can you take the wedding? Because I can't keep track here, so the wedding is of importance. And Jordan is meant to hear some of this message no matter what.
And can you explain just briefly how that is that you can? I think you called it piggybacking last time, where like two severe.
It's sometimes the similar personalities will work together, and it may be the message is mainly for one person, but because there's so many people on here, all loved ones want to get a message across. So sometimes they kind of make a deal and say, look, I need her to hear this, but not necessarily, you don't have to do the whole. There's a few little similarities and they'll work together. Okay.
Jennifer.
And we found her in our favorite blue dress, Jennifer. Yay!
Jennifer Williams from Ireland.
Not letting that go,
I love that connection, you guys. You're both from Ireland.
So, she's from Ireland.
Yeah.
Yay! So it's just so big for me. And Jennifer, if you're not married or is somebody planning to get married, do know she will dance at that wedding and be at that wedding. So she's giving you a little glimpse into the future, or else she's already done that after she passed. Okay, because yeah, brilliant, because there's certain specifics. And also there's a diamante on like this, there's something with diamonds on a chain, and there's also, or else diamonds. I know I'm holding little diamantes or things, so I'm wondering, Jennifer, do you have that? And Jennifer, the dress had little tiny white flowers on it.
Samaj is also saying, my nan wore a blue dress at her 75th birthday. There was dancing. We had her 2 great grandkids. She had a heart condition and used to suffer from bursitis in her shoulder. She was small and petite.
Okay, well, they're very, very similar. So this is what happened last time. We'll work between the two, or else we'll go 2 separate ways. Okay, so because the heart is quite significant. But Jennifer burying in the blue dress is huge for me.
Okay.
Jordan, the bench, yeah, perfect with Jordan because I knew Jordan. Okay, buried. Okay, where are we going now? Where's she going to bring me? Okay, Jennifer, do you understand the 2 children around you, or else it's around the person who is to be married? Because that's specific as well, and she's not letting me get past them, and I know that she will dance with these children.
So this is so it's very specific that she's going to dance at a wedding, and it's
there's no wins. She's either already done it, but it's after the time of her passing. Okay, and I can see. Okay, that's Jordan. So they're all wearing blue dresses. Okay.
And Samaj also has her in the blue dress, lavender perfume.
Jennifer is the specific is the buried in a blue dress. It's normally sometimes they bring in what they are buried in, so that struck me. I could feel myself being pulled up, and I was like, yes. And also with this gentleman here who talks about the diamond on the heart, on a heart necklace. That's so specific as well. Do you know what I mean? Can you pronounce the name for me, Meagan?
Samaj.
Beautiful name, beautiful name. Samaj, it is to the neck. I could feel it, and I could also feel, and I feel she's very, very childlike. So I'm going into her energy now with you. So before I go a little bit further, okay. Okay, yeah, 2 girls. Okay, Jennifer, the 2 kids, perfect. I'm getting goosebumps now. When I was married, she was with my first 2 girls were flower maids. So I got a feeling like she was past at that point, but still I'm very stubborn, I'm like, but I'll accept that because that's very important. I do know that message for Jennifer. Okay, so I'm gonna ask to step back a little bit because I do want to go to Simone. I'm terrible with names. Okay,
Simone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The specific of the heart necklace. Before he said it, I could see it. So, and I don't think I said heart, but I could see kind of a heart. I do know she's very childlike personality when I link into that energy, because I feel her stepping forward a little bit more. But I do feel I want to go into his energy now more with this. And I do know that the celebrations I'm getting around him, okay, and she's a different energy than what I've just had. See what I mean? The similarities, but she's very childlike. She's very light in energy. She's almost fairy type energy, I call it, you know, Disneyland fairy energy, okay? So, and I do know she is, does she know the healers in the family? Because she's putting her hands up saying the healers in the family, okay? And she's giving me symbols on the palms of my hands. Okay, so I also know with this that she is saying, did you stop, or are you stopping doing something connecting to healing, or have you stopped one thing and you're moving on to another? Because she's aware of something, you changing your mind on something and going a different direction if you do healing, or somebody in the family does healing, but she's kind of pushing you back into it, even though it doesn't seem maybe the best, you know, you don't feel it's for you at the moment, but I feel like she's asking you to trust it. That's the best way I can do. And she keeps saying, I'm with you during this period of time, trust it and go with it. You know, we in this work, we hit a lot of bumps on the road. Sometimes we have to hit a few till we get, but she's keep on pushing you over the bumps. Yeah, there's definitely, so if you're not a healer, somebody's a healer in that family.
Samaj actually is. I work with him now. So okay. He's a healer and a reader as well. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. She was always young. She was always going, never worried about anything. She made everyone feel good. She always told me I had healing hands. So this is why it's so specific. She's literally putting on my hands. So I don't know whether you draw them on your hands, but it's very, very specific for her. She's very much with you in your work, is what I would like to say. And I do feel she's extremely proud. So you may say she brags about you on the other side. Okay, so see where the energies change. We've had information coming in for everybody, and then I could slip into different type of energy with her, because I almost feel I see. This is so strange. I wonder, does he see images of her with really long hair? I see a woman stand beside him with really long hair, and she's wearing a flowy gown. So maybe another energy coming in connected to him as well. And she's very well, you know, great posture, you know, very gentle, but full of wisdom is the feeling I get from this energy coming in around him. So
Samaj is saying she was a hairdresser, used to lay hands on folks and people. And Jennifer was just saying that she was at Peg's grave last week with fresh flowers, and that she was a great character. And she's saying thank you for your lovely message. And Jordan saying I'm a psychic medium too. Yes.
We all are.
I preach to the choir in my audience. I'm very honored and blessed to have an amazing co-creators.
You know, I don't believe, you know, I always believe it's an ability that we all have, not something that just, you know, is a gift just for me. I believe we're here to help open everybody up. So, before I leave this lovely lady, with this lovely gentleman I'm speaking to, the M name connected to her, okay? The M name. So I'm Marie. I'm very bad at pronouncing names, so it's an M name connected to her.
You take the M name, Samaj? It's like she's always with me. She loves to be around, and
there's definitely another lovely lady energy with him though. And she's dressed in white from head to toe. Her hair is white, so I don't know whether he's familiar with I know somebody else said they see somebody like that. Oh yeah.
I see. Oh, that's Danielle.
Her middle name is
What was that? Oh, her middle name is M. Okay, yeah. There you go.
I just needed to. I always ask them before I change energy. Just give me something to end up with the person, you know. But I mean, she does send tons and tons of love, and wouldn't love working with her. It's weird, you know. She's definitely involved in everything you do. I would have never got that name, Marsh. Never.
And then Jordan says Margaret was my nan.
Oh, Jordan. I told you I was drawn to you. It's like, of course she is, Jordan. But the
Yeah.
benefit of you, Jordan, is huge because I feel, I will just say before I move on now, I know energy-wise, which I'm just having a little nosy there with Jordan. Look at the way I do things. I do always say, watch me body, it tells a story. But with Jordan as well, Jordan, you need to work on the throat chakra as well, to express yourself, and this will be connected to your work. So short bursts of energy to the throat chakra is going to help you really release, and as well, I think I remember there you said you were a psychic medium as well. So it'll help that keep the flow going and you know, more quickly is the best I can say, because all of us are, as I always say, majority of us that do this mediumship, you know, sometimes it's been a roller coaster. It's not easy sometimes. And I just feel that clearing for you. Just listen to yourself, no one else, is what I'd like to say to Jordan. And maybe talk to Nan a little bit and ask her for guidance or to work with you. There's some reason for that bench and yourself. So maybe if you can get there again, please do. So I'm going to try move on a little.
Okay.
You're very welcome. I'm just reading messages as well, so I do get distracted. Okay, now where will we go? And I do know we have a lot of mediums obviously here now. I should know this because I'm coming on Meagan's show. And so I'm glad that lady, there was a couple there. I feel Jordan was meant to hear the message, definitely Jennifer's energy and the other gentleman's energy. We went into two different, very similar personalities, but also different. So I'm going to go here, and this, I was waiting for this little one to come back to me. And I thought she would come back to me at the start, but then this other lady jumped in and I was like, oh, didn't expect you. So I am going to go with this. I do like to work with children in spirit. I just think they're wonderful to work with. And I have all the time in the world, no matter what time it is, to work with children. But as
That's awesome.
this lovely girl comes in, okay, and I know she keeps on saying baby girl, and she is coming in with angelic energy. So I do know what she's saying to me is that my mom asked the angels to look after me, okay? So I know that specifically she has to come in with the angels to show mom that the angels did, okay? She can come in with family members as well, but I know there's an awful lot of loss and grief connected to this child. I feel that I wasn't here very long. So if that's still in the tummy, I feel she was told I was okay, is what I want to say. So I know that she knows I'm a girl, okay? And I do know that it's not her fault, is what I would like to say. And I do know that there's a spiritual awakening around this woman. So if it's your sister or if it's yourself, you know, I understand if somebody doesn't want to say, but I mean, it is quite. It's beautiful though, because I know that she's part of the spiritual awakening with him. Okay, and I do know that. Okay, show me that. And I do know that Mom wasn't well after I left. She said so. She thought it was too soon, but I was never meant to be here. I was meant to come for a short period of time. Is what I'm being shown. Okay, so Mom wasn't feeling the best. She said, but she was with her. Okay, and I know Mom. I feel Mom may have needed a little bit of help after she had passed, is what she's saying to me. And she's saying that that's okay, we'll never go back there, okay? So you're going forward now, is what she wants to say to you. And she's saying stop being angry with yourself or others around you. And I know it's quite sensitive, but okay, so let me see. Hi, Stacey. Sorry.
So can anyone take this? This is a little girl, and Laura Thomas is asking, "Do you know how old she is?"
Oh, I feel she was definitely, she could have. Okay, show me that again. Oh, She could have been stillborn or just passed before then, okay? But I feel that there was a mix-up medically, or she was told that everything was okay and it wasn't. So, and it was something they couldn't see. So it's not Mom's fault is what I need to say, because I feel that I'm being punished. But there is a peaceful outcome for this, is what I'm being shown. And I do know there's other children connected. Okay, so
Okay,
I
so
know
the mother has other children as well, and this is a little girl.
Yeah, I feel like there's boy energy then around her as well. So there's definitely a boy energy around her as well. So that's what she's after saying to me, a boy. Okay. Jordan, my mom lost a girl in her stomach. Okay. Jordan, okay. Okay.
And there's Laura Thomas is saying, yes, I lost at weeks old. She'll be older now.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, do they present in the way that
they present so you can recognize? Because if you come in as an older girl now, you wouldn't recognize her. I didn't lose a girl of so many years, you know. So they're going to give you the age range. So the reason why I say, can you understand the feeling of being really down and needing help with this after this? Because this is so important for her to say that she was with you at that time. And I like, that wasn't your fault. And I can see you dreaming, and I can see, you know, there was an awful lot. But Jordan, all this heartache became, let's say you were brought into a spiritual awakening, because she keeps on talking about the spiritual awakening. She keeps on giving me blondie hair, so I don't know whether Mom has blonde hair, okay? So we're trying to get specifics now. So the blondie hair, so, okay, sweetheart. Okay. She just keeps on saying it was a special time that she was here, and the time that she did get to me, because she needed to connect that way with you. So I do know the angels are very specific. Mom asked the angels to bring her or guide her, or there's angels around something for her as well now. So the angels do bring her in. Okay.
Laura Thomas is also saying, I did lose two, one boy and one girl. Wow.
Okay. So the boy came. I'm so sorry, Laura. Can you understand? It was the boy after the little girl. Bless. That's hard.
So you're asking, was the boy after the little girl?
Yeah. It's just specifics so we know.
Yes. And while Laura's answering, I'll pull up Jordan, who says, my mom does have blonde hair.
Okay. Jordan's quite connected in with me today. An angel, a little. Okay. That's Danielle who's writing that for you.
Laura said yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Laura. Mm-hmm. So she's been very specific on bringing it in, and I'm being as mindful as I can, but I think it's important for you to know. Can you understand that you will get peace? Because that's very important. That you will get peace, because I feel that there's struggles, and I need to be told that you're near the end of it now, that peace will come to you, because I feel like I'm looking for it constantly. So she's with you. And I know you grieved for both, and your son is just as okay as your daughter, but there's a certain connection with the daughter. That's what she's telling me. So there's a specific, so maybe you feel that. The boy is perfectly fine, but there's a certain specific with the girl to why she comes in force. Maybe, or how do you say? I have no words for the feelings that she's given me, but I know that you sense it is the best way I can say. So yes, thank you. Okay, so and I do know. Okay. She's talking, I will say, because she wants to give you just a little bit of guidance here. She's asking you to change your diet, and she literally says it like diet. So diet. But I mean, like, I'm not one to tell people to cut out meats or anything like that, but she's literally saying you need kind of a vegetarian, more greens and food type diet, and it's unusual for them to specifically tell you to cut out everything, and healing as well. So to go down to a holistic route as well. Because I feel sometimes we push things down, and we need to kind of bring that energy up again. You're gonna release it all, because they're pointing to your chakras. So hopefully you can understand that, Laura.
Now, one of Paige is asking, who is she reading for? I just want to be clear that Susan is bringing through who's coming through and then offering you the information. And if you can take some of the information that's coming through, or all of it, let us know in the comments. Let us know. So it could be for anybody, but it's as she narrows it down and gives you more details, as Spirit gives her more details, then it kind of it funnels down to who it's actually for. But there's also messages from multiple people, as Spirit was saying, that spirits can work through each other or work with each other. I'll give it back to Susan now.
Especially when you do it like this. Like sometimes I for me, not for all mediums, I do have a loophole. I'm probably a little bit of a pushover sometimes. But especially when it's demonstration, you're kind of giving it out. They know quite well to take the advantage of it. But they normally are really, really close in similarities. So hopefully, I think that girl could take the end of the message from her little girl. And she just showed me two pictures. So I don't know whether she has a picture on the wall or just something specific connected to the children, or maybe she'd like to do something like that for them, to maybe do that. But they're definitely around her and sending lots of love. That little girl, she's very much the protector, even though she's grown now, but she'd be very much your protector, and that's what I need to tell you. So we'll move.
She's the protector, the little girl that, even though she transitioned before she was even incarnated in this world, before she was born, but she's the protector of the mother who is still incarnate now.
Absolutely. There's a reason for everything, but she's very protective of her mother, you know what I mean? And I think the mother will understand that, and I hope she understands why she says that. But she is very protective, so you can call on her. She keeps on saying to me, shield yourself. So she's making me aware that she's helping you with that as well. So hopefully she can understand it. So we'll go a different route now.
Okay.
If somebody wants to kind of I'll pick somebody maybe, and we'll just work with somebody, and maybe Spirit will come in, maybe it'll be psychic reading, we'll see how it goes. So if everybody wants to, Laura Thomas, thank you.
So if anyone wants a reading or has a question or something like that, just say so in the comments, talk to us, and then Susan will choose whoever she's drawn to. Cool.
Okay, Laura, you're very welcome. And the dreams was big, so I'm glad you picked up on that, because I speak very, very quickly. So it's hard, because when the information comes in and it goes. And sometimes it's slow. Depends on the personality of the spirit coming in. Sometimes if it's an Irish spirit, we talk very fast. Okay, so we'll walk down and hold.
Thank you for sharing, Kim Siegel and Terry and everyone. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. And I want to say a special welcome to everyone watching on YouTube, because we are now simulcast on YouTube and on Facebook. And if you're on Facebook and you haven't already joined our YouTube channel or subscribed, please go ahead and do that. So. Okay. And everybody that wants a reading, just let Susan know. If you have a question or whatever, just talk in the comments, and Susan will go where she's drawn.
Okay. Because I'll just give it a quick, just 2 seconds. I won't try not to waste too much time, kind of.
No worries.
And Danielle, thanks so much for typing everything. I know I'm confusing you with everybody else, but she's so good. Especially to keep up with the speed that I talk. So, okay, it keeps on freezing on Julie for me. So I'm
okay. So we're looking at whose name? Julie Kiss?
Julie Kiss, because the Marie name is ringing in my ears as I go past it. So I'm going to try go there for her. Where are you now? Okay. I'm a bit of a worrier, you know what I mean, Julie? Julie, okay, so this is, okay, your godmother, is it? Or your mom? Godmom, Maria. Okay, miss her so much. So we're going to see, can we get her? I keep on hearing, I know that as she comes in, so we go in with personality. And I will warn you, if it's not Maria, it's probably going to be somebody else connected to you, because sometimes there's somebody else that'll jump. So as I come in, I know that she's very, very close. So you say godmother, Maria, but I feel very motherly. I feel like I know she's godmother, but I feel like I had a hand in rearing you. I take responsibility for the good that you do. And I feel she's laughing because that would be her personality. I also feel she gives me pains in the head, so I don't know whether she suffered with pains in the head or she's making me aware that you suffer with headaches, okay, or migraines. Okay, and she misses, you're her baby, as the information that I'm getting. Like you are mine, she's saying. And I feel there was jealousy some way in between family. She's laughing because I don't know whether this was a joke. But you are mine, is what she said. Okay, sweetheart. She keeps unwrapping a scarf around you, so and I'm smelling the scarf, so I don't know whether you have something belonging to her that is wrapped around, and she's smelling the scarf, and she's letting you know. I know you have her smell. You smell her. That's what she keeps on saying. There's either her perfume, her scent, and it's on a piece of clothing or it's something because it's wrapped around you, is what she's saying to me. Okay. Okay. She's very funny because I feel that I'm assuming she knows your partner or a husband or whoever you're with, because I feel she's almost has a funny sense of humor when it comes to him. It's okay. Okay. He's lacking and he's slacking on something, is what she's saying. He needs to get up and get going. I feel like she's talking about exercise or something with him, because she's saying he needs, like, if you want to say, for the Irish, we would say a kick up the ass, but she's laughing about a kick up the ass. So, okay, so where are we going to go? Okay. Would you understand, did you get something, Juju baby, oh, my baby, Juju baby, oh, God, so sweet. Would you understand that she's shown me as well on the arm? I don't know whether it's a tattoo or somebody has something on the arm. She's specifically bringing me to the arm. Okay, so it's either a tattoo or it's something, or somebody has it on the arm. That's significant that she's recognizing. Okay, so she wants to recognize this. Okay, and it's funny because I do feel she likes this, is what she wants to tell me. Okay, and I think people will be surprised in that. Okay, so it's either okay, where am I? Where is she, Julie? Okay, so yeah, so to recognize that. So I'll let you think about that, and I'm just going to move back on to what she's switching on me. Okay, I will ask you particular. She wants you to make men's with someone. Okay, and I do feel this is a male. Oh, okay, so she's saying to let it go. Okay, would you understand if I said to you that she's saying he is who he is? Okay, it's personality. Okay, so I feel like somebody's offending you, and I do know that they're a man, but I don't feel it's partner. I know it's somebody close to you and family, and she's saying, oh, it is what it is. Let it go. Okay. It's not worth it, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So I can't see your messages because I'm trying to. So we'll go down and say, his brother got a tattoo. Her brother got a tattoo. Yes, overweight. Yes, she knows he'll be perfect. So perfect. So the brother got it. So will you tell her the brother is delighted? She's delighted with this. Okay, with the tattoo. And I'm assuming it's connected to her because they always want to connect it to her. Okay, perfect, Julie. Thank you. Okay, and you understand about the man that she's talking about. It's not your partner, it's someone else, and she's saying ignore them, basically, let it go. It's not worth it. Okay, it's their personality. It's who they are. It's nothing got to do with you. And she would be very protective in that sense of you. So I feel it's a question that maybe you have asked. Okay. Okay. So if it's yes or no, or which that one, and we'll see where I go or her. What do you want to say? Okay. I will say about that person though that the image she's given of to me, they don't even know what they're talking about sometimes. They just spew these things out and they don't have a clue where it's coming from. So don't pay any attention. Okay, so yeah. And she keeps on, I don't know why she's showing me this. This is an odd one, Julie. Just as I close, I'm asking for something specific. So somebody's either has a pony, which is, if you do, I'm delighted, or else there's horse riding, or there's something that's coming up connected to horses. She just keeps on showing me horses and horses, Julie. So I don't know what that connection is, but it may be something that comes up, or somebody's involved or likes to do it. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'm seeing that with Julie there. We'll see if she feels it. So, because the link to move forward. Okay.
Okay.
And I will just say to her about the husband, you know, about her giving him a kick up the ass is the best way I could do, and I felt it's got to do with is exercise and stuff like that. He will reap the rewards after it, because I feel like he's going to reverse health problem or a health issue when he does this. Okay, so it's a huge benefit. Oh, Julie, you have a horse. You have, and we horse. My daughter has one, and we horse. Yay! So it's always nice to get the specific, Julie, because I think what's so important in mediumship is to give a little bit of evidence that I could obviously not know, and only your loved ones know. So that's so you can take the in-betweens of "I love you very much." It's easy for me to say that, but it's so you can take the words that she says, "I love you," because the effort that it takes for them to work with me, because I'm quite fidgety, so they to do a lot. But I love working with them. Okay.
She goes, wow, so right on. And she said, Marie and I rode the horse all the time. And Julie's like, holy cow. I told you guys, Susan's amazing. I'm not kidding. Seriously.
Because it's just so specific, so you could take that other information. And luckily we have this to watch back on. You know what I mean? And we know that spirit works in so many different ways. So I know you love her so very much. She would not let me go past. It was like it was freezing. She was messing with the computer.
Oh my God, I love that. Do you? I know you only have like an hour. Do you have a few more minutes, maybe, to do one more?
We definitely have. We go till the 1:15, and because we have a beautiful presence. Energy's lovely. So why stop when we're on a flow? So that was lovely. So I will leave her love with you, Julie, and I'm so happy. So I love the way they do that. The Pacific, the horse. In my head, I'm like telling her, "Are you serious?" She's like, "Yeah." So we're going to go. I will round it, and it's not that I'm ignoring anybody. I have to let spirit guide me on who's it to go, and sometimes I may be right, and sometimes human error, you know. But we will go with this again. Whew. I'm just saying goodbye and thank you. We always have to say goodbye and thank you, because they go through so much effort to come to us. And this is actually working out really well. So we're kind of getting the Pacific person as well. So maybe we might do this.
Just announcing Beyond the Veil, which is the Psychic and Mediumship Development Group on Facebook, which is where I met you when I was developing my own skills. And you are just incredible as an admin there. And of course, Lorna is wonderful also. And so I would definitely highly, highly recommend that for your Psychic and Mediumship development. Yep.
Yeah, it is a great place to explore. It's a private group. It's monitored. Like nobody's allowed, but it's a safe place to be totally opened. I normally when I am in there full time, I normally do as much as I can. The last few weeks I've been hectic trying to move office, but okay.
And you have an in-person office in Ireland if people want to come see you in person. You still do it? I don't know what
and I do a lot more Zoom now, and I do a lot more online because I'm quite comfortable with it now. But It's because I can't work at home. There's no problem working at home, but it's just a crazy house, and I'm never afraid to say it. But the dogs are crazy. They're out now for the moment. That's what I have to do because they're just so attached to me, and they don't know the word no. So where will we go? Jordan, I'm not going to you, but I'm just saying there's something about you that I'm just so drawn to, it's lovely energy and so much more to come. That's what I'm going to say. I'm trying not to get too much in his energy, but
I feel like he's energetically reaching out.
Well, he's very energetic. He's ready to explode. So it'll be exciting for him. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me go here. Kim, I'm drawn to Kim. I'm hitting my chest, so it's telling me to stop. So I'm drawn to Kim. Seagull. Okay, beautiful names, Seagull. Okay. So if we'll always have spirit and guides come in anyway, and if that doesn't, it'll be psychic and anyway information. So it's just not much. Straight way I'm brought to me legs, so we'll see where this go. I have a cold breeze running around. So where are we gonna go? Okay. There is a lady, but there's also a gentleman coming in with this energy. And I do feel Kim is probably aware, and I keep being told she's aware of us. She knows we're around her all the time, okay? And I do know why. I don't know whether Kim, I need to ask you, do you have issues with your left leg? Or do you know somebody who's connected to having issues with their left leg? They're fighting amongst themselves. I think this is husband and wife, or else it's brother and sister, but they're quite close. So I do feel there's a stroke. And I know I had passed from a stroke as well. And this may be coming from the gentleman. Okay, Kim, so if you understand that. But also I feel issues with my left leg. I feel issues with my speech. Okay, and I know there is a woman with him as well, but they're kind of bouncing between each other is the best way I could say. So I'll let you think. You do understand, Kim, okay? Yeah, because I feel like rocking with him. He's a sweetheart because he wants to tell me. Okay. Would you understand that he's saying he couldn't express himself? And I know with his speech as well, but I feel emotionally he couldn't express himself either, Kim. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that it's not so much an apology, but he's recognizing that within himself. That's who he was. It didn't take away the love of those around him. So I feel there was difficulty in expressing himself emotionally. And I feel like hearts were broke, or I feel like because he's speaking quite lowly and a little bit slower to the reason why I am. And okay. Keeps on telling me he broke hearts, so I don't know what he means by that. And I know when people pass they break hearts, but and he wants to mend that. He wants to put them pieces back together because he takes responsibility for that, Kim. That's what I feel like, whoever this, whether it's yourself or someone close to you, but he takes responsibility and he wants to heal that and mend it. He's shown me gold going through the heart, of cracks in the heart. So that always is a symbol for me that he's trying to heal this. So I would definitely say people couldn't understand him fully at times. And that's for sure. Is there a military background to him, or was he very like military in the way he was sometimes? Very black and white sometimes. It is or it isn't. There's no in between. I'm unsure of that feeling I'm getting, Kim, but I'll just be honest with you. Because I know he's with this lady, and I feel they're chalk and cheese. I feel she was the total opposite to him. When she comes in, she has tummy issues, and she's very much the hugger and the lover of everybody. So they're quite opposites. And he wouldn't be someone to push in first in spirit to say, I love you. But always when spirit steps forward, it's with love. You know what I mean? His father was, okay. So I can understand him talking about that personality, so that's why he would have been probably reared with and coming up. So I can accept that with him. Can you understand? I know the stroke. I'm also getting pains in my chest, but I'm feeling an awful lot of tightness here. So I don't know whether it's the heart. I know the lady's coming at me, and I know I've lower tummy and stomach pains with this lady as well. Do you know what? She's also bringing me, okay, she's bringing me, and I do feel she hadn't had it easy at times when she was on Earth, but she enjoyed every minute of it. That's absolutely true. So just understand, can you understand the stomach with her before I move on? Because she's freezing on me there. She's waiting, so I know. It's like the tummy issues. And she keeps on saying toxic or toxins. I don't understand it with her, but I'll move on. Okay, I'll let you have a little think.
You know, it takes like a couple of, you know about the lag time. So she might have typed it. We're not going to see it for like 30 seconds or something.
I know, you'd be screaming at the screen going, I did.
Really?
Okay, but I know she's sweetheart, and she is looking after him. That's the way I want to say it, as she always did. So she is somebody that always looked after everybody. Okay. Ooh. She is one that always worried about everybody and what they're doing. Don't shoot the messenger. But she's talking about somebody smoking a cigarette, or a certain cigarette is what I want to say. So I don't know whether, Kim, you hear that, or you know somebody that's close to you, but she's like shocked about the certain cigarette. That's all I'm going to say. Kim, you're unsure about the tummy issue, okay? Let me go back to this, okay? Okay. Oh, this is, do you know, it's like if somebody had Crohn's disease or irritable bowel. That's what I'm feeling. It's very cramped and hard. Anti-merided. So you can understand that, okay? Because it's very crampy feeling I'm getting here. And she's yes. Okay.
Oh, she's laughing. She's like, yes.
I know it's whatever. Okay. No. I don't think she knew about this, at all. Like, but just letting you know that she's around watching whoever this is. I'm not blaming you, Kim. I'm not saying anything. But she's very aware of this, because I know I'm dehydrated slightly, is what she's showing me. Okay, and she keeps on showing me butterflies. I know spirits are fascinated with butterflies and anything like this. They don't always come in for me. But in this occasion, she is showing me butterflies connected, and she's asking you that you're not focusing where you need to be. You don't really think you know your own strengths. Well, you do. So you need to build that trust back up within yourself and kind of focus and realize your power within is the best way. I'd be very surprised. You must work with spirit as well, Kim. There must be working with spirit with you as well. We're just a gang of mediums today, I think. Yeah, I can feel that. So I think you're not trusting yourself, because there's beautiful goals around there, and there's fireworks going on around there. So once again, the explosion. Trust yourself a lot more. Okay, let me see. Okay, I just want to get rid of it, because the gentleman is kind of stood back. And I know he's sending love. One spirit steps forward, they immediately sending love. No spirit comes with not wanting to send love. It's too easy for me to say, I love you. You know that they love you when they step forward. And no matter what the relationship was, they see things differently, and they always step forward with it. So he stepped back a little bit. But I would say he's in a suit. I don't know whether if he's known to be in a suit. But I mean, he's very proud of his achievements as well. I will say that with him. Kim. So now with this lady, I also, because he's nodding his head, he's very proud of his achievements. And with this lady as well, and I do know with her. Okay, show me that. She said you'd be surprised who helps you, wouldn't you? So I feel she would have been sarcastic in some ways and funny. So I think you may be surprised that she is around you. Apologies if you're not. But this is what she's saying. You'd be surprised who helps you. So ask her for help is the best, I would say. Okay. Show me that, sweetheart. Okay. And she wants to give your mother a gift. Okay. So she is handing me a basket with mom. So I don't know what mom's doing, but I feel like I'm one of those wicked baskets. Mm-hmm. So it's either a gift she's given her. So she's either received a gift or she's She's getting, but I feel like I'm getting this gift from outside, so she may have picked up stuff and put them in it, and she's collecting them. But I don't know why she's telling me that. It's just weird. But I mean, it's the weird things that make the difference in these types of readings. Yeah, surprise, Kim. Surprise, surprise. I had a funny feeling you were surprised with her. And but goes to show you, wink, wink is kind of what she gives you. Be very surprised. She sees and views everything differently now. So that's the lovely part of it. Let me just close this down, as I want to give you something as well. Kim, there's all lovely mediums on this today. Truly is. Kim, you're changing a whole new lifestyle. You're moving away from the old and coming into new, and that's including with friendships. Now, this is psychic information because I just felt like I had to go there with you. And you're moving from the old and you're coming into the new. So embrace it is what I want to tell you, because I feel like I've been hurt because lack of understanding is what I'm hearing. And I feel that I have to be done harshly to move you forward. Okay, so just it's a gentle little push it in, well, kind of a big push in another direction. Okay. I don't know whether you ever heard of a sound bath or bells and healings and stuff, but that what they're giving me that kind of healing for you. So tuning forks and stuff, they're talking about things like that with you. And they're talking about lower left back. So I don't know whether there's a pain in the lower left back. Okay, so there's something that needs to be looked into, and look after your lower back is what I'm being shown.
Awesome.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, Kim.
I have. Okay, well, I'll let you finish with Kim, and then I just wanted to share.
Yeah. I'll leave that with Kim, and anyway, and hopefully, she'll get it. I know it lags. We can all watch it again.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. I'm so glad you were drawn to Kim today. Actually, her husband transitioned very recently, and I was asking Spirit before we started. I said, "Oh, I hope there's something. If she wants it, I hope there's something for Kim today." So that's
okay. So you would understand. I can't remember some of what was said to Kim. Did he come in for Kim?
Was that your husband? Was that Dale that came in, Kim?
No, I think it was her. Who wore the suit? Military or his dad did. I don't know.
Father. You're saying it must have been his father.
It would have been his father, yeah. And you know why he's sending the love and apologies. God bless. So if that is in Kim, just remember very clearly the image of the heart that was given. Wasn't that you? I'm sorry. Once it goes in, it goes.
Yeah, that was Kim.
Yeah, and the gold running through the heart of the shattered heart. Okay. And that lovely gold is one of the highest healing colors we use it during healing. Well, I do. And he's filling that heart because he's trying to bring all the broken pieces back together. Yeah. Okay. So I can understand now as well why the psychic information as well was coming in, because there's going to be so many different changes to him coming up, and you are going to be cutting loose a few. And I promise you, of the information that I trust and I receive and my feelings of it, that's the best move for you. So trust it, because it'll take some. He'll never be gone, but he'll be there. But as time goes on, you'll absolutely see lower back. And Kim, once again, you know, the lower back carries everything, you know, everybody else's issues, everybody else's worries, you know, so you need to look after you. Okay, so you will get the problem there, Kim.
I'm laughing because my lower back, I posted something today in the group.
He's not somebody I don't think that Kim would like to stand in the front of the room. I didn't get that impression of him. It was almost like he was twiddling his fingers, bless him. But maybe that's personality. They have to show personality as they're coming in. So I'm glad that we stopped past you, Kim. My heart now. But I mean, keep focusing on crystal work, and so things like this that if you've been doing it or you're getting it done, focus on crystal work. I don't do crystals. I don't know about them. I love them.
Kim, crystals.
Yeah, I came with crystals, absolutely. Like I don't know all the names of crystals. I love them, you know. I don't teach classes on them, but if she does or she's around them, they're your babies, and they're the go-to at the minute. Okay, so I leave you with that, Kim. Lots of love sent you. You know they're sending you love. Nobody steps forward without sending love.
Now, Wanda had, and I know you have to go, but I have to share that Wanda said that she could take a whole bunch of that information that you were giving to Kim as well.
Yeah, and once again,
while you were doing it. So
yeah, and once again, that's I was definitely 100% with Kim, but at the same time, spirit, you know, people forget the intelligence with spirit, you know. And it's like they have a chat room beforehand. They know exactly who's going to be on. They know exactly who's going to need it and is watching. So, well, if I was on the other side, I'd say, well, okay, 3 of you get together or 2 of you get together, because they're going to be watching that live tonight, and somebody will pass the message. And I know, say, Susan will see it, or I know Julie will see it, or thank you, Julie. And what they do is they try to get it out as much as possible to as many as possible, but they will zone in on one. Now, earlier on, because I was thrown it out like demonstration, you know, it's more difficult. I think if Kim ever has me back, we'll zone in on that, and then other people can take the messages in the background. But that's the way spirit works, especially on this kind of platform. Oh, thank you, Stacey. Stacey's lovely. She's science. Lovely. Stacey, don't worry, I'll be getting to you soon. And anyway, so I'm hoping. So Kim, yes, Crystal's huge for you. And I keep on feeling like calling you sweetheart, and I don't call people sweethearts, so I need to call you that. And I'm so May. I don't want to insult people with names. Your second name is Thomas. We're going with this one.
Okay.
You're very welcome. I'm glad that you could take it, because the type of energy then that switched. So nice.
Awesome.
Okay, it was lovely. Thoroughly enjoyed spending all the time with you.
This was amazing. The time just flew by.
Healers and mediums. It's just a big room of fun. Do you know what I mean? And so it's lovely. Yeah, it's lovely. So thoroughly enjoyed.
I am so glad that you came here today and did this beautiful event, an evening of mediumship with us, and maybe one day we'll do a private event or something like that I'll host.
Yeah, it's great fun, and you know, we'd obviously do it for a longer period of time because it'd be private, and people would all need to get their bits. I'd love to do it, but my sweetie called me sweet. My sweetie, he called me.
My sweetie, he called me.
See, Kim, I love how he's not gone anywhere, obviously. Then he's still hanging around me, whispering in my ear, because I just felt I needed to say it, you know. And I'm even getting teary-eyed thinking of it, Kim. And I'm used to this work, you know, but it's the emotion that comes through for him. But yeah, it'll be great fun. I really do enjoy mediumship. It's not easy coming on live and doing mediumship. It truly isn't. But I mean, I love it because
it really just goes to show the quality of a medium that you are. That you're. I mean, I'm not saying that other people who don't go live are not, but you're very brave, and you're very authentic, and you're just an amazing medium, and you're just comfortable, you know, being yourself and doing what you do. A lot of people have, I don't know, whatever, some kind of limiting beliefs or doubts or whatever, and only want to stay. That's fine too. But you really have a gift for doing mediumship on any platform, I would say.
You're so sweet, Kim. Thanks. I do love it. And the motto is, before I go on, obviously I'm nervous. Before we hit the button, obviously I'm going to be nervous. So I'm not going to pretend I wouldn't be. But the motto is, I trust in spirit. I trust that they're going to turn up. I trust, okay, as a human, I may, you know, mix things up a little bit, but I'll sit with it, and I've no problem sitting with it and feeling it again. Let me feel it again, and to give it back out again. So I trust my guide, and I trust spirit, because we're all here for the good intentions. So once you give over that trust to them, it is what it is, and I am who I am. That is, and I love it. And here's always so comfortable, Meagan. You know, working with you, being a host, and you run it so well, and the energies are so good together. It's easy to be relaxed.
Thank
You'd
you.
be crazy not doing it with Meagan because you'd be so comfortable.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Susan. I'm putting your Lavender Hill Spiritual Connections. That is your business, and I'm putting that link in the comments. Also, I realized Samaj said there are many different Beyond the Veils, so I posted the correct link, which is Beyond the Veil Psychic and Mediumship Development Circle. That is the complete name. So Beyond the Veil Psychic and Mediumship Development Circle. So, and tell everyone where, where they could find you, and if they want to book, can they book a live, an in person, not in person, but a live,
they can book
face to face, something like
that. Yeah, Zoom face to face or Skype face to face, or even this Be Live Facebook. And I do face to face in Ireland here as well, in Dublin. And yeah, and they'll find me on Lavender Hill Spiritual Connections. It's in the comments, but I even pop by even to see little random things I post. I suppose it's nice to have people there on it. So yeah, that's it. And or email me anything like this.
Should they message you on Facebook or email, or give you, or I'll give it.
Message me on. Most people message me. It can be by phone. My phone number is on there as well. Text message by email, Facebook, on Lavender Hill Spiritual Connections. That's where they can message me. I mightn't get back to it. Sometimes it takes me a day or two. People will be like, "Where are you?" I'd be waiting for confirmations to come so I know which dates to. If I gave them all out, we'd be waiting. We'd be waiting a long time. So sometimes it does take a day or two just so I know exactly what I have. But yeah, great. Thank you so much, Meagan, for having me. It's a pleasure as always.
This was amazing. I look forward to working with you again. And thank you. And thank you to Spirit. Thank you so much. And I love you guys. You're all amazing. And we'll see you soon.